Good morning, class. I thought instead of recording yesterday's and Monday's classes, it would make more sense for me to record a description of what we did in class. Because a lot of what I did with my students was I kind of did some one-on-one work, and that does not translate well in a class recording. So basically Monday and Tuesday, we talked about wrapping up the final portfolio. Actually, we did it all on Monday. And so what you missed was us talking about higher order thinking questions and how to add that to your website, and then how to basically finalize your homepage, because a homepage needs to have more in it than just the title of your topic or your name. I'm going to walk you through that now, and then I'll talk to you about how to turn in your portfolio. So that being said, I'm going to share my screen, and I've got two screens going on, so you're going to see me looking this way quite a bit. So let me get that started. Okay, let me kind of minimize that. So let's take a look and make sure that this is showing the right thing. Excellent. Okay, so hopefully what you see here is a final portfolio checklist, and this is available for you now on Module 5. So go into Module 5, you'll see the checklist, and this is what I expect to see on your page. You can remember I said to be creative, you can structure it how you want, so long as these elements are shown. Now, I've been trying to save, I'll actually share a file that I have, a Word document, but I'm finding that copying and pasting into a page on a Canvas is more effective. So you'll be able to see this. This is what I'm looking for. And if you see anything that's kind of missing, go in and modify your web page. But make sure you hit publish as often as possible. That way, when I go in to look at your web pages, I can see what it is I expect to see. And if I don't, if I suspect you didn't hit publish, I'll contact you and ask you to go on in, hit publish again, so I can see everything. So portfolio checklist is there for you guys. I updated it today to make sure it showed exactly what it was I want to see based on what we did this semester. Then when you go into Module 5, and I'm going to go ahead and go to Student View, so I'm seeing what you're seeing, and you don't see all this garbage that I oftentimes have on my screen. So in week 5, or on Monday, I should say, we did talk about hot questions. Students submitted hopefully some 5 questions that are higher order thinking, and we talked about those on Monday. When we talked about them, I did have a conversation with them on what makes a higher order thinking question. And you don't have to, sometimes when they give you the Bloom's taxonomy and they give you question stems, it's kind of hard to make it fit the topic that you're focusing on or the book you're working with. So think of it as students thinking deeply about their opinions of the text, their opinions or their feelings about the topic, or what would happen if. Those kinds of questions are higher order thinking, because kids are understanding and thinking about the topic, but they're also taking it further. So you should expect to have different answers from different students based on their experiences, and their attitudes toward the topic being taught. So in week 5, I've got the final portfolio checklist here for you to look at. I'm going to get rid of that file because it keeps pulling up the old file. I don't know why. It's making me crazy. I'm going to get rid of that. So that you kind of know what to do with the home page. Now, the home page is going to be a little more detailed than what it is that I want you to do with just giving me the title of it. So here's what I want you to do. First, type a rationale. One text box if you want, or you can use the same text box for all 3 portions. Write a rationale for why you think the topic you're going to teach or that you would focus on for this unit is the one that you feel would be beneficial for kids, or perhaps why you think it would be interesting to children at the grade level that you are focusing on. So that's just a unit rationale. But then the next 2 questions are based on things we've discussed throughout the semester. The next part is reflect on why it's important to use a variety of text to teach a topic. And if you think about it, if you were there when we did the text scaffolding, or no, not the scaffolding, but actually the The synthesizing the text, where we read like several different copies of books about the Titanic and answered a variety of questions, came up with really nuanced answers. That's the kind of thing you're thinking about when we're talking about using more than one text. So think about what you've learned about the importance of using more than one text to teach a topic. And then finally, on this homepage, reflect on why it's important to use a variety of strategies or activities with students throughout the academic year. And write at least 4 sentences for each of these if you could. This is kind of bringing together everything we've learned, and that's why I talk about this page right at the end of the semester, because we're bringing it all together here. Then take your hot questions that I'm not giving you a grade except for on the journal that you should have submitted or that you will submit. I want you to put that information at the bottom of your text scaffolding page. So it's going to fit down here. And then this is like the website with instructions, which is kind of little, it's a little wonky looking right here, but you kind of get what I'm talking about. You're going to add those questions here. And the higher order thinking questions can focus on your topic in general, or it can focus on something more narrow, like perhaps a particular book within your unit of study. It's really up to you, but think about those questions that are going to elicit really deep responses, such as, like I said, students' opinions, students' feelings, the what if questions. Those are really easy to generate based on pretty much any topic you could think of. So that is it. So basically, these are hopefully going to be finished by Sunday night, midnight. You don't have to submit anything extra for your webpage. You don't have to, because as long as you're hitting the publish button, I'm going to go in and give you your grade, and I'll pull in that checklist as like a rubric, and I'll give you your grade. You'll get those grades hopefully by Monday morning. I actually really enjoy grading your websites, your portfolios here, because it really kind of you guys get so excited about your topics, and you really put so much work into these web pages that they come out to be these beautiful productions and in a showcase of what you've learned. Otherwise, guys, that is really all I needed to share with you. If you have any questions, any concerns, email me, send me a text message. I'll get back with you for whatever you need. I can meet you here on campus if you need me, or I can even meet with you on Zoom. So have a great week off, and I will see you guys when I see you. Please come by and say hi if you get a chance. Bye, guys.